Listen to your battery-powered radio for instructions and information concerning community.
Have you ever wondered about the ethics of untested execution methods? It's a question that's often overlooked, yet it's pivotal in our understanding of human rights, justice, and dignity. As technology advances, so do the means by which justice is served. Yet there lies the ethical dilemma. Should we use unproven methods of execution that could potentially lead to inhuman or degrading treatment? It's a complex issue that demands our attention. One such case that has raised numerous ethical questions is the planned execution of Kenneth Eugene Smith in Alabama. Kenneth Smith has been on Alabama's death row for the murder of Elizabeth Sennett. His conviction is a tale of darkness and cold calculation. In the late 80s, Smith was involved in a murder-for-hire scheme that led to the tragic death of Sennett. This crime led to not one but two convictions, sealing Smith's fate within the confines of Alabama's death row. The state's Department of Corrections attempted to carry out his sentence by lethal injection in 2022. However, in a twist of fate, the execution proved unsuccessful. This failure opened up a new chapter in Smith's story, one that would soon capture the attention of the international community. The state of Alabama then decided to adopt a different method, something untested, something controversial: nitrogen hypoxia. This method involves replacing breathable air with nitrogen, leading to death from a lack of oxygen. Smith is slated to be the first inmate to face this method of execution, a chilling prospect for anyone. But it's not the crime itself that has recently been making headlines. It's the method of execution that Alabama plans to use. A panel of United Nations experts has voiced concern over Alabama's planned execution of Smith using nitrogen hypoxia. This alarm is not unfounded. Nitrogen hypoxia is in fact an untested method of execution. It replaces breathable air with nitrogen, leading to death from lack of oxygen. But the method is not without controversy. There are serious ethical questions being raised. The UN panel, consisting of experts in forensic science, human rights, law, and medicine, fears that this could amount to cruel, inhuman, or degrading treatment. Could this be, as they suggest, a form of experimental execution? Such a practice, they warn, may violate the UN Convention Against Torture, a cornerstone of international human rights law. This is not a matter to be taken lightly, and it's clear that the United Nations is not doing so. The panel has called on state and federal authorities to halt the execution pending a review of procedures. This case has sparked a significant amount of controversy. On one hand, there are those who argue the necessity of execution for heinous crimes. On the other, critics express profound concern over the use of untested methods such as nitrogen hypoxia, potentially resulting in cruel, inhuman, or degrading treatment. The ethical question at the center of this debate: is it just to subject an individual to a potentially painful and humiliating death, even for a grave crime? The United Nations maintains its stance that such experimental executions could potentially violate conventions against torture, marking a significant moment in the ongoing debate about the ethics of execution methods.
Having a disaster kit ready will increase your family's chances